Have you been battling with being an overprotective parent? You're not alone because up to 51% of parents are battling with the same. Unfortunately, overprotective parenting comes from a place of love, but it has several negative consequences, which include reduced resilience on the part of the children, poor mental health, lack of coping skills, and so many others. So, I'm going to give you a few steps that will help you to stop being an overprotective parent. You, first of all, will need to identify the problem because identification of a problem is the first step in solving that problem. So, you need to listen to your children because sometimes even the body language of your children, sometimes they tell you that you're encroaching into their space. The body language of your children will tell you that you're doing too much, basically. So when your children talk to you about these things, you need to listen to them, and find out how can I go back a little. You also need to pray about this problem because most of the problems that we have, we need to pray about them to be able to gain the graces to deal with these problems. When you talk to God about it, tell him that you want to give your children some independence and some freedom, and he will give you the grace to resolve this issue. You also need to remember that this problem of protective parenting comes from a place of the fears you are harboring in your heart and the worries. Remember that you are not the one who protects your children. You're not even the one who protects yourself. God does the protecting. Once you can tell yourself that these fears, most of them, will never come to pass. In fact, almost all of them. And don't voice out those fears and put them in the mind of your children. So, you need to identify the fact that these fears and worries need to go. So you push them away from your life and allow your children to do things that they are naturally supposed to do for their age. Also need to take care of yourself because sometimes we get so busy trying to take care of other people, forget to take care of ourselves. By the time you get into taking care of yourself, for example, doing your hobbies, exercising, creative activities, get busy also taking care of other people's children. Find out what you can do. You will find out that you will not have the time to be doing overparenting. You just take care of the children the way that is necessary. Don't make your children the center of the universe. When we make our children the center of the universe, we over expect of them. Because when we over expect of our children, we put them under a lot of pressure. Studies have said that parents who, base all their expectations and all their, life dreams on their children end up having very low self-worth and are less contented, and they end up being very sad. So let us have just normal expectations of our children, not like, okay, I was not able to become a doctor. I now want my children to be the doctor that I was not able to do. Or, for example, I was not able to, there are some people that have unnecessary expectations of their children. And we need to stop all this. The second stage is to develop your children. So do things, teach your children how to do things on their own. So age appropriate activities. A child 3-year-old cannot do what a 12-year-old can do. So a 3-year-old should be able to make their own bed if you teach them. They should be able to fold clothes. They should be able to tie their own shoelace and so many other things. But it is necessary that when that 3-year-old is doing that, give them time, room, and space to do it. Don't lord over their head about, why are you not doing it fast or why are you not doing it well. Give them, the room. Allow them to make mistakes. If you have watched this video this far, I appreciate you. There is a link for free PDF copies of some worksheets that you can use if you are battling being an overprotective parent. So you can download it in the comment section. So you can also allow your children go for adventure. Now, these adventures allow them to experience and learn how to be independent. For example, they can go for summer camping, for church activities where they mix up with other people. You don't have to be there with them. Just allow them to go and experience fun with other children and, their mates. So at the end of the day, they get to experience other people, have, all these fun activities and come back and tell you how they fared. Let the children struggle and resolve their own problems. So if the children don't learn how to struggle, their self esteem will be low. and it will affect their problem solving skills. So we need to teach them how to solve problems, teach them problem solving skills, and help them to understand how to do these things on their own. There is also an attached link in the comment section of how to teach children problem solving skills. And finally, do not absolve your children of consequences of their actions. So whenever kids make mistakes, let them face the consequences. For example, if a child forgot their bicycle outside and in the morning they came back and the bicycle is missing, let the child face the consequences. And what could the consequences be? Let it be that the child will be able to save up and buy another bicycle. Don't buy another bicycle for the child. So like that, they learn that every action has a consequence, especially when you've told them before that they should not leave their bicycles outside. Thank you so much for being here today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. See you next time.